What's up, everybody? This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, aka Oakland Latinos Unidos, with a new video for you to enjoy. I'm just on here thinking about some things, and I was thinking about limiting beliefs. When people have limiting beliefs, when they feel that they can't do more than what they think they can do. And, the more I meet people, the more I realize that there's a lot of people with limiting beliefs out there. There's a lot of people who don't believe in themselves, don't have confidence, and they limit themselves in what they do. And I know this because I grew up like that in many ways. I had limiting beliefs for a lot of years of my life until finally I put a stop to it. I had to move forward. There were things that I felt I couldn't do, things that I felt only certain people can do, things that I felt that for whatever reason I just had no access to, and it was just all BS. You know what I mean? A lot of times you have access to a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you can do. Just sometimes you hold yourself back. Yes, maybe there are some things that you can't do. You know what I mean? In life, there are going to be things that we can't do or we can't reach, but in life, there's also going to be many things that we can reach and many things we can do. We can't get stuck on what we can't do and on what we can do. We got to just keep it moving and reach for what we can do or for what we want to do. I mean, even if it's something that's impossible, you know what I mean? We still got to try to reach it, Sometimes I wonder if we have limiting beliefs because of the system, because of society, or because of ourselves, or because of all. Because it seems to affect a lot of people. A lot of people seem to have this problem. Just a lot of people. It's just something that I notice affects a lot of people. Like sometimes you might want to take a vacation, but you feel, oh, I can't do that. I don't have that kind of money. I don't know if I can travel that far. You make every excuse in the world and you don't do it. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, you get old, you die, and then what? And then there's also like, how can I say, like maybe a girl you want to date or a guy you want to date, or, the dating scene. A lot of guys and girls, they don't have confidence. They have limiting beliefs. Oh, that person's out of my league. Oh, that person won't like me. Oh, that person this. Oh, that person that. And not once will try to even just spark up a conversation with that person to see where it's at. And then it could be with anything. It could be with money. It could be with business. It could be with pleasure. It could be with a lot of things. You know what I mean? Not just love, not just vacations. It could be with a lot of things. Just in general. Sometimes you're scared to reach. Sometimes you might not say take a job because you feel, oh, they're never going to hire me. Oh, they're never going to give me a chance. Oh, it's not for me. You know what I mean? So we need to break free of this limiting belief. I think part of my limited belief was a lot of it had to do with growing up poor, growing up with nothing, growing up in a ghetto environment. The ghetto kind of makes you have limited beliefs because you feel that, you're stuck in the hood, you can't reach for more, and you kind of get, I don't want to say comfortable, but you kind of get like fuck it. If I can't get out of the ghetto, what else am I going to do? You know what I mean? So a lot of times that has a limiting belief as well. But then a lot of times the ghetto might make you have, beliefs that are beyond, that are not limiting, that'll make you want to reach for the top. So there's two ways of looking at it. But there is a lot of people who have limiting beliefs who are from the hood, but there are also the same kind of people who have money or who might have power or have a little more, and they still have limiting beliefs that prevent them from doing things. So, the problem is it's like a mental prison. You know what I mean? The worst prison can be your mind at times. Your mind telling you, don't do this, don't do that. But sometimes you gotta learn to tell your mind, you know what, fuck you. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, and you're coming with me whether you like it or not. Sometimes you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to break out of your comfort zone. Like, let me tell you, in the last 5 years, I've been doing a lot of things that I've been having fun with. I started doing music. That was a big change in my life. For a long time, I wanted to do music, but having limiting beliefs held me back. It wasn't until finally I met somebody who taught me a little bit. And I just started seeing that I had a little bit of talent, and I just started moving forward with it. I didn't let my mind hold me back. I was having fun, and now I'm having fun. I took a few vacations the last 2 years. Vacations that I thought I was never going to take. I took a trip to Colombia for 2 weeks. Had hella fun out there. I wanted to go to Colombia for years to study music out there and to just visit that country because it's a very beautiful country. And for years I would say, I'm going to go one day, I'm going to go one day, I'm going to go one day. Oh, I don't have, but then at the same time, every year would be like, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that. Until finally I said, you know what? I have the money. I have the time. I have the passport. I'm going. And I went. I didn't let nothing hold me back. I also went to Tijuana. I also went to Las Vegas. I went to quite a few places. I toured around with my music group. I got to see Humboldt County for the first time. I had never even been to fucking Humboldt County in Northern California. You know what I mean? I'm going to go to like Santa Cruz, Salinas area soon to perform. So I'm doing fun things, even in the dating scene. There were times where I would be like, oh, this girl's not going to like me. Oh, this girl's not going to want to date me. Blah, blah, blah. Until finally I started changing that mentality and I started dating. I dated a couple of girls that were really cool in the last 3 years, 3 or 4 years, I dated one girl that I really liked. We had a cool thing going, and then, we had to go our separate ways, but that's just how it is. But still, it was better than not having anything and just being like, oh, what if? Fuck what if? You know what I mean? And not just dating, just in general, I was unemployed, and the job I have now, I was very, very, how can I say? I was very hungry in getting the job, and I got it. And now I'm working, and I'm making okay money, and it gives me time to go perform, and it gives me time to work. And it's not hard, back-breaking work, and it makes okay money. So, it was wanting that job, wanting to have that, and going to get it that got me it. And that's what I'm saying. And, I still have limiting beliefs in certain things, and I still gotta break free of that to grow even farther. And that doesn't mean that you can't grow farther and have some of your dreams come true. It doesn't mean you have to be stuck, in the mental prison and mental slavery of I can't do it. I can't do it. Fuck that. You can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to, really. I'm not on the top of the world. I'm not the best. I'm not some millionaire. None of that. I'm just a simple, everyday guy making my money, performing, making music, and also just having fun. And I'm in a good place right now. I'm not in a bad place. I'm not angry and bitter at the world like I was before. Why? Because I don't have limiting beliefs like I used to have. I'm sure I still got some, but it's not as bad as it was before because I'm striving for something better. And sometimes, like I said, you have to break out of the mental prison that is your mind and stop having these beliefs that tell you, don't do this, don't do that, that voice, you know what I mean? When you hear that voice telling you, don't do this, don't do that, think of Goofy's voice. You know why? Because who's going to take Goofy's voice serious? You're going to hear, hor, 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 don't do else. You're going to be like, fuck you, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Don't have limiting beliefs. Strive for something better. Strive to do better. Strive to, go to school. Strive to fucking do music, to act, to make money, whatever. Strive to do what you got to do. To date hot women, hot men, whatever. Just don't let it hold you back. And that's the reality, Teach yourself to want more. Make yourself hungry, because that's the only way you're going to change. So hopefully this video enlightened you a little bit. This is Jose with Oakland Latinos Unidos. Over and out. Believe in yourself. Be the best. And, don't listen to anyone who tells you any differently. Seriously.